You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Monday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
All right, so we have the bad line where you can leave a voicemail anytime, 1-833-854-2233. And while we were on vacation, every day, someone left this.
Bad.
Like literally every single day, they would call in at around the same time and just do that.
Bad.
And to be clear, this is not cherry pick. Like, this wasn't like, hey guys, it's me calling again. It was just that noise, just that sheep noise.
The whole week that we were on vacation, and then actually last night we got this voicemail.
I bet you guys really missed me. My cousin just got married, but I totally forgot all week to just say bad.
I don't know what your name is, but you are my favorite person of all time.
Definitely a friend of the show, or at least as far as we can tell. Welcome back. We're glad that you made it.
I'm dubbing you the bad sheep.
Well, that's the black sheep of the program.
I was trying to think of like how we can use that. Like if one of us says a bad joke, I'm gonna drop that.
Just have it on deck. It's a new alternative to the shame bell.
I'm making it a hotkey. Or I mean, even if someone like says something stupid in one of our like contests or games, you get bad.
I feel like that would, because again, it's mocking. The tone to it would make me feel bad.
But then I was also thinking, I mean, it fits in pretty well.
Bad. Bad. Bad.
It works so well.
It fits in better than it has any right to. Like, George Thorogood would be proud of that.
The other one that I was thinking of is, you know who Billie Eilish is, like the pop singer?
Love Billie Eilish.
Do you know this song?
I'm a sad type, makes you go from that type. I suppose you're that type. I'm the
Bad.
guy.
It's perfect.
Duh.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Apparently in China, there is a current trend for adult pacifiers.
Is everybody just hitting up nightclubs doing lots of MDMA?
That
or-
was my first thought, right? I was like, oh yeah, rave's coming back. Okay, fair enough. But no, apparently what it is it's like a stress relief thing. And people are using it as a quit smoking like replacement.
That kind of makes sense, actually.
Right? Like the idea of that oral fixation that smokers get from cigarettes, maybe you replace that, but now you're a grown adult walking around with a soother in your
China
mouth.
has one of like the biggest smoking demographics in the world, so I could understand that, and just the whole idea of like just having the thing in your mouth or whatever,
Yeah.
like it distracts you from the craving.
I think that's the thing though, is like, because I really leaned on gum when I quit smoking a couple years ago, so I get like the need to have something going on. I don't think I would be able to do the actual like the sucking of the soother. That I feel like would be too much for me.
I mean, I guess it's no different than a vape, though.
I guess a vape that doesn't give you anything though. Like at least the argument with a vape is like you can still get a fix of nicotine, or even there's the flavors. Like unless you're a grown up dipping your pacifier in scotch or something, like. You're just sucking on plastic at that
That would actually be pretty nice, yeah.
You're sitting there at the bar, you look down the bar, there's a guy pulls a soother out of his mouth and starts stirring his drink.
Brother, it is the year 2025, and I don't think there's anything that anybody can do anymore that would really throw me off guard.
Nothing would surprise you.
I'd be like, I'd assume it's a kink.
But that's the thing, is that's from the survey that I was reading. It's not a kink thing. Again, there's the quit smoking aspect, but people are also using it to cure, they say, insomnia. People are using it for anxiety and stress, which, to be fair, is why we give it to babies for stress and anxiety. It doesn't appear to have like a sexual nature.
I mean,
to it.
I'm not saying I'm going to go get a soother and hang out with the fellas and pop one in. I'm just saying, I ain't going to judge you if you do it. I get it,
Just the next time you and the boys are getting together. Guys, we don't hang out as often as we used to. I wanted to bring something to make tonight a little bit more special.
Hey, buddy, suck on this for a second. Hey, you seem a little stressed out. It's like the new Snickers commercial.
Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What would you say is your adult soother?
Well, I mean, my main one is weed. That's the big one. But sometimes you're at work or at the grocery store somewhere lame where you can't really do that. So I just find it wrong if I have something in my hand. If I have something in my hand that I can fidget with, like a pen or my keys or just anything, it's just something I can, it's like taking that focus off whatever I'm stressed or have anxiety about and putting it on literally anything else. And just, I don't know, that just kind of relieves it. But
that's why the fidget spinner was such a huge hit a few years ago, right?
Or now the kids have these, I think they're called poppets or something like that. They're basically just reusable bubble wrap that you just push back and forth, in patterns.
That
and
is
stuff.
one of the most satisfying things to do.
Honestly.
It absolutely is, yeah. And then at the end of the day, the biggest one is music. I don't think there's anything music can't solve. You just put your earbuds in and you're just away on a journey for a little bit.
It's true. If you put a pacifier in your mouth, people are going to look at you funny. But if you put earbuds in, everybody's like, oh, that's perfectly normal.
If you can get a pacifier that's also like a weed vape and then you can listen to some music at the same time, that's like the holy trinity of stress relief.
Like those Jawbone headphones, it just goes through your mouth and into your brain.
Yeah.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
WNBA has been having a huge problem over the past few weeks as over this weekend, the fourth sex toy has been thrown onto the court during a game. And the WNBA is now asking police to take this matter very seriously. In fact, one of the guys who threw the dildo on the floor over the weekend, he has been arrested and charged.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? You can get into pretty significant trouble for throwing anything onto the playing surface at any kind. If you go to a hockey game and you throw something on the ice, there's trouble to be had there. Football, tennis, anything. So take away the obvious. I'm trying to figure the nicest way to say it. They're obviously trying to make a statement with what they're throwing onto the court of the WNBA game. But even if you take away what they're trying to say, you're already in a bad spot throwing stuff.
I mean, I think it's just kind of become a meme at this point is why people are doing it.
Yeah.
But also, the crazy thing is apparently ratings have gone up since the first toy was thrown on the floor. And since then, more people are actually tuning in. It's terrible to say.
Yeah.
But tuning in to see if someone's going to do it again.
That's just it. Controversy creates cash, man.
And then on top of that, I mean, you want to talk about money. There's betting sites now.
Come on.
Where ahead of each WNBA game, you can place bets betting, will there be one thrown on the court, A?
Damn.
And then you can also bet on things like the colors of them as well.
We're doing prop bets on this now.
Literally.
This is like the Super Bowl. I mean, the thing about it is, and I am not encouraging this, no one should be doing this. You're a bad person if you're throwing stuff onto the court of a WNBA game. But doesn't it seem like if you had financial troubles that you could Pete Rose this a little bit?
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, maybe it'd be infringing on the bet if I did it, but if I was like, hey, I'm going to the game.
Right.
Place a $70,000 bet for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw it in the third quarter. It's gonna be bright red.
You know
hit
what
all
would
the props.
suck is sitting there all night being like, yep, I'm gonna throw it in the third quarter,
time.
and then some guy does it right before you.
Oh, it's the wrong time. It's the wrong color. You lose all your money.
Like I said, though, the league is asking police to take this seriously. They're upping security for the games, which I don't know what that means. Are they just patting down people extra hard?
I mean, that's just it, right? I just went to a wrestling show on the weekend, and I had to go through the metal detector. I had to empty my pockets. Pretty standard stuff. But at no point was anybody patting me down to see if I was packing.
They're just watching how everybody walks to see if they got a little waddle if they're sneaking it in.
That guy's got a bit of a stride to him. Pull him off.
They're
going to
have those full body scanners that they have at the airport at WNBA games.
God, what an awful way to get caught. Imagine stepping through there. Sir, can you explain what's in your backside right now?
Just making everybody do a vertical jump before they go in.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast. You know those BuzzFeed quizzes that are so much fun? Yeah, that's not what this is. It's the quiz with Brock and Dalby.
All right, it's been a hot minute since we've done the quiz, but we are back here. And, there's one thing that I hate, machines are taking over our world, but there are a lot of songs with machine in the title, so that's the theme for today.
I've thought of a couple over the course of that last song, so I feel like depending on where you're going, I think I've got a shot at 500 today, which is honestly all I aim for on any one of these quizzes.
All right, well, we'll start with an easy one here. I think this one's already in your mind. When I say Bush, you would say?
Machine Head.
There you go.
Yeah.
1 for 1.
One of my very first favorite songs as a kid, actually.
All right, well, let's see if you can keep it going here and you can be a machine. When I say The Cult, you would say?
Oh, The Cult is... Oh, God. This was on a video game, but I can't remember.
It does have machine in the title, if that helps.
Your hints are always the best ones. No, I don't have The Cult.
Ready?
Yeah.
Love Removal Machine.
Love Removal Machine. I was like, it's a weird combination of words, but I couldn't remember it. This was in like a BMX game I used to play.
Still 1 for 2. This one I'm hoping you get. When I say Pink Floyd, you would say?
It's Welcome to the Machine.
Here we go. Bouncing back here.
It's one of the ones I had written down.
All right, 2 for 3 here. When I say 3 Days Grace, you would say?
Oh.
You hated this song when we worked in Regina.
I still do. I've blocked it out.
It was when Matt first joined a band.
Yeah. I don't remember the title. I just know it sucked.
I Am Machine.
It's a lame machine. It's a bad machine.
Okay.
Listen, those weren't exactly, to say it easily, those were my darkest days for 3 Days Grace, all right?
All right, number 5 here. When I say Linkin Park, you would say?
Oh, no.
New Linkin Park, if that helps?
Yeah. It's the, I can't, it's like a bigger word.
Does have machine in the title.
Emptiness Machine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whew. There you go.
Oh, my God. Hey, we made it to 500, babe.
There you go.
I hit par.
All right, final one here.
Okay.
Let's see if you can get over 500. Okay. When I say the legend himself, James Brown,
oh,
you would say?
Was he? No, he wasn't Love Machine. That was another older band. It was Sex Machine. Sex Machine.
That is the wrong title, my friend.
What are you talking about?
It's Get Up. I feel like a sex machine. Everybody knows that.
Nobody knows that.
It is, the title of the song is Get Up, comma, I feel like a sex machine.
It's just Sex Machine.
You can say sex machine, but if you look at the back of the album, I got to do it to you, man.
You want to give me the buzzer? Fair enough. By the letter of the law, I'm incorrect. But that is an illegitimate shame bell, and you know it.
You just barely passed today, and you are clearly not a sex machine either.
I am 4 out of 6, 3.5 out of 6 at best.
You are the emptiness machine.
This is the Brock and Delby Podcast.
King of the Hill's back. Season 14. Full release on Disney Plus for anybody who's got it, or wherever you pirate your programming from if you're not the subscription type.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to watch it?
No, I haven't.
Dude, I'm scared to put it on. King of the Hill is like one of my comfort shows.
I did see that they're supposed to be on WWE this week, or they're doing something with WWE this week.
They've been doing a bunch of kind of real world tie-ins, like you had Theo Vaughn, podcaster.
Yeah.
They did a clip where like Hank Hill is sitting in with Theo Vaughn talking propane.
Did they do like a full podcast with Hank Hill and Theo Vaughn?
It was like a 4-minute kind of thing.
Oh, I was gonna say I gotta listen to that.
And you can tell that like because it's real Theo Vaughn and animated Hank Hill, so they clearly just had Theo record a bunch of stuff, and then they spliced in the animated stuff.
That's perfect.
There's no banter.
What's the WWE crossover thing? Because I've seen that online a few times.
So apparently this Friday on SmackDown on Netflix here in Canada, it's King of the Hill night. So there's going to be King of the Hill signage. The ring is going to have King of the Hill stuff all over it, like the mat and stuff like that. And then also they say, and I'm not sure what this means, and I've been looking for like trailers, clips, footage. Nothing's out there yet. But King of the Hill Digital Creative will be shown throughout the arena.
So does that just mean like people that worked on the shows, or are we gonna get Hank Hill coming out dealing propane and accessories?
That's the thing. Is like, obviously you can't have a cartoon wrestle with a real live person, and this is a real live non-animated show. But I would imagine we're going to get some like backstage skits similar to the Theo Vaughn thing. And again, when it says digital creative, maybe we get a wrestling match between characters. Like maybe Dale and Hank finally settle things out inside the squared circle.
I would love to see Dale out there, or even if they just have a wrestler at some time throughout the night pull out the old pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Just throw sand in someone's eyes.
I mean, pocket sand does, not to get super nerd, but pocket sand does have a place in pro wrestling. Back in like the 80s, guys used to throw baby powder in each other's faces to blind them.
Yeah.
So pocket sand is not out of pocket for a pro wrestling ring.
Or someone on SmackDown better pull the Bobby Hill.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Straight kick to the nuts.
As a square on kick to the balls.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Let's get ready to rumble.
All right, so imagine this. We've got Hank Hill, we've got Homer Simpson, Peter Griffin all in a triple threat match.
But someone texted in, Homer's the only one that has actual professional boxing experience.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, the man went toe-to-toe with world champion Drederick Tatum in the main event of a boxing pay-per-view.
I think the thing you got to think about with Hank Hill, at least, especially in this new version of King of the Hill, he is the only one that is physically aged.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah. Homer and Peter are still whatever age the show started at. But, visibly, Hank Hill is an older man now.
And I also feel like if you just look at, all three of these shows, Homer Simpson, yeah, he's boxed, but he's also been slightly indestructible in some sense. But Peter Griffin himself, you cannot hurt that man. Like, you look at all the giant chicken fights and everything.
True. I mean, Peter's been knocked out a fair amount of times. There's a lot of gags in the show where he ends up face down on a floor.
Sure.
I think the biggest thing for Peter is he's the only one that's shown that he can actually give an ass kicking. With those chicken fights, he throws some pretty mean punches, whereas Homer famously punches so soft he couldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah.
So that's not a good sign if you're trying to win a wrestling match. Although, I guess not a lot of punching needed. You could do a lot more like slamming, suplexing. Although, here's a thought. Hank Hill's the only one that's in any kind of shape.
Yeah.
Like, if the match goes longer than 5 minutes, Peter and Homer are at a pretty big disadvantage just from a cardiovascular frame.
Although it feels like in the universes, Hank Hill's the only one that could be detrimental. Like, he's the only one that looks like money really matters to him.
Right. Yeah.
So, like, if he has to go to the hospital,
right,
it's on his dime.
Yeah. Does Strickland Propane still pay good benefits? Is he still working for the company?
Yeah, like for Peter Griffin, for a guy that just works at a brewery, I mean, I don't know what life insurance or insurance policies in general he's got, but he seems to be doing okay.
Nuclear plant's got some pretty good bennies from what I understand, although I did hear they lost their dental plan.
Yeah.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
To Jurassic Park.
All right. All this week, we're doing Dante's recordings. As Courtney's got a little cousin named Dante. He's about 8 or 9 years old. Been ripping it up on the recorder. And
Bless his
apparently
heart.
been doing all these cover songs. So I asked him to send me a few for this week. And you guys have to figure out, what is little Dante's recorder cover?
First person today to figure out the name of the song and the artist who originally performed it, because obviously Dante is performing it today, wins $100 in Lotto Max tickets. Draw tomorrow, $65 million jackpot and 8 Max Millions.
We've got 3 callers on the line. If they all fail, then we will reopen up the phone lines. But first,
Brock did play it for me. All 3 of them failing, very possible.
Let's find out here. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Morning, it's Tim.
Tim, are you ready to hear little Dante's recorder?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, here it is. What is that?
AC/DC Back in Black?
Not Back in
Not
Black.
Back in Black. Take care, buddy. All right, we keep going here. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, boys, it's Billy. How you now?
Oh, we're doing good, Billy. You ready for Dante's recorder?
Sure am.
Stomp is so good.
What do you got?
Well, he's rocking it. I'm going to say it is AC/DC TNT.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's it right there. Felt like we'd start off with an easy one.
You definitely cut out some of the more interesting takes from the song. That's one of the better clips.
He's 8 years old.
I'm not
Remember
trying to
that.
talk smack to an 8-year-old. I'm just saying that was a good clip.
Yeah, the solo.
Well, if you do happen to win the big jackpot tomorrow, you got some nickels and dimes for the fellas and maybe buy Dante a real instrument?
Sure, whatever you want, and then we're going to party.
Hell yeah, brother.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Ed's word of the day.
See what he's got.
Good morning. Today's word is splice. Yep, splice. It's SPLICE, splice. And it's to unite or link two parts, or to combine or insert something by genetic engineering. Huh. Well, apparently I love splicing. That works. I don't know. Anyways, that is low buzzer. Have a great one.
Is he trying to imply?
I don't know what the implication he's trying to make would be there. Splicing, you probably hear about it mostly like DNA, genetic splicing.
Wires, yeah.
Wires is a big thing if you work in radio. There was a time when everything that went to radio was on literal tape, and you'd have to splice it together.
Did you ever, when you were a kid, take two different types of cheese strings and splice them together?
Oh, no, I never did that.
Try
But
that
I
out.
might go home and do that now as a 41-year-old man.
Yeah.
What I have done in my times of darker desperation is take two cigarette butts and try to splice them together.
when you break your cigarette,
Yeah.
and you try and flip it around to the other side and squeeze it into the filter.
You try to make it where you're like, this is the only one I have, man. I need this.
That is splicing at its finest right there. Splice, splice, splice. If you're trying to put two things together, well, that's what you can call it, all right?
Splice it today.
All right.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby Podcast.